Hey guys, how are you?
It's doing good.
Pretty good. So, Coach, a breakout performance from your offense. Just talk to me about how satisfying it is to see everything that has been worked on in training come to fruition on the field and in the game.
Yeah, it's really nice to see. Um, just you can tell that the players are in sync. They're cohesive and they move together. You can see they anticipate each other's ideas and movements and decisions. And so it's really great to see. And then you're always wanting players to be rewarded for all their work because it just reinforces that we're on the right path. And so to have a performance like this where we score 4 goals, we create even more chances to score, quality chances from multiple sources. It's really nice. Great to see Hatta too and his growth this year. Now a real threat around goal for assists and for goals. So it's great. We're moving in the right direction clearly.
Talk a little bit more, Coach, about how to break out last week and continued that momentum this week.
Yeah, I think Hatta just you can see it in training. This really started in that COVID window where we were going to have our fall season, and it didn't happen. You saw this increased level of performance around goal. And then of course we had this period where we weren't playing matches and where we were actually away from the field over that Christmas break. But now, as he's come back, he's rededicated himself to just being really good in that area. And you see the benefit of all that work that he's put in. And our team has enjoys the work that he's put in, and it's helping us win games. It's a big factor.
And he's got some great chemistry with Gino. I mean, this is like 2 weeks in a row. They've set each other up. Gino was a great pass to set up that first goal tonight. Just talk about that chemistry the two of them have, and really Gino kind of coming to his own as the playmaker.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're both dynamic players, right? And so they have this ability to beat players. And then these players that can beat players, they create disorganization in the opponent. So I think in both of their cases, they're able to take players on 1v1 and disorganize the opponent, and then the other one's free. And not just them, but other players are free too in those moments. And they've found each other now a couple times. It's great to see that chemistry develop. And it's something that we want to see continue, and for other people to even be brought into it more often.
Hey Scott, looking back at what you were talking about off the very top about how the team is it feels like it's finally gelling offensively. When you look back on the last couple games now, obviously the offensive explosion tonight and then the SMU game, was there a moment where you feel the switch turned on?
I actually feel like it's been really progressive, and from game to game, rather than like just one switch being flipped. I feel like if you went and you looked at every game, the quality of the chances that we are creating has been improving continuously. From us not being very dangerous in the very first game against Tulsa. And so I think it's a huge focus from our team. But I also think it's this really organic process where players need to learn how to play with other players. Everybody is a relative individual as a player, in that in this game, we're only successful by working in concert with others, and that takes time. And so I think now we're seeing more and more these players are combining, they understand each other, and things happen so fast in this game that if you're sitting there thinking, not sure what other people are going to do or want, these moments, because these are fractions of a second where you have to make a decision, they disappear. And so we're just continuing to progress. And my hope is that we continue to get better and better in the final third, because I think even in this game, there's 4 or 5 chances that if we're a little bit better, if the ball that comes in and across the goal isn't bouncing, or it's hit with just the right weight, or we run at just the right moment to get on the line, then we're in a position to score another goal. And I off the top of my head, I can think of 3, 4 other moments where I feel like if we get that just a little bit better, the timing's a little bit better, then we score another goal. So I think it's, this is this continuous progress that we want to make.
Scott, I wanted to ask you about Temple's press tonight. Throughout the first half, they were actively trying to force the back line into mistakes, and it seemed like your team handled it very well. And then finally, once the second half started, you opened up that 3-goal lead. They kind of pulled back a bit. But I just wanted to ask about that first half specifically and the resilience from your team to be able to handle that pressure from Temple.
Yeah, I think we talked about the potential for them to come out and press us. We analyzed how they press. I think at the very beginning of the game, their press was not, we handled it really well. First 15, 20 minutes. And then they became more aggressive with their press, and they started working harder, and it started to have more success. And I think where we were able to break their press is when we rotated through certain positions, right? And when you watch us play, you'll see all of a sudden the outside back will move, and he might move into a position next to the 6. He might move into the 8's position. Then you'll see the winger rotate down. Then, you might see the attacking mid go up high on the line. And those rotations make it so difficult for our opponent to be organized and to keep track of players. And that's actually when we did that and had those movements timed right, we were able to break the press. When they became more aggressive, it was more difficult. And so it became harder for us to time those movements. And I think also with that wind, the wind was in our face. And so there was never this option to really stretch them, which in the second half, we realized, okay, the wind's going to be at our back. Let's make sure we use that, and let's play some longer balls in behind them. And we've got Gino, we've got Hatta. Luka's fast as well. So we said, let's use that. Let's create a little bit of space in front of their back line. And then that pocket now makes that second half, it makes it harder for them to press us because they can't stay quite so compact. And so that's a reason why I think we also were able to really get on top of them in the beginning of the second half. Yannik is very good playing out of the back with those longer passes as well. And so he's a threat, and they're never really going to be able to press because Yannik can play and has great feet, because Giannis has great feet, because Tico has great feet. It's really hard to press us because if we move the ball quickly, we're always going to be numbers up because we have a goalkeeper. And if they press us, if they take 4 players and press us, and we've basically taken our 3 forwards and locked 4 of them, there's a number, there's a free man somewhere. And then we just need to find the free man to get us out. And we had 2 free men because you also had Yannik at the back who can play, which is, you see that all the time. And that's really difficult for a front group to deal with when you have a goalkeeper also who can play.
Rivalry game ahead. How different is this team now, your team now, than just a couple of weeks ago when you played them?
Yeah, I think when we played US, I actually felt like we did a lot of things really well in that game and didn't score the goals. I thought we had a lot of possession. I thought we were we were finding the spaces that we wanted to play in and to hurt them, but we didn't score. And so the key, of course, is we need to just keep getting better and better around the. And we, hopefully now I would say we're better in possession. We're better in the buildup. We're better in those final phases of creating the chances. And now I think we're getting better and better in finishing our chances. So again, I thought we had a good performance here, but we didn't take our chances well. Didn't create enough good chances. So that's going to be a big focus. But we're looking forward to playing them again.
Yeah, it's going to be a big one. And I want to ask you about the Anderson Rosa and his kind of growth throughout the season. Had that beautiful, incredible goal.
Amazing goal.
Describe that goal from your vantage point, and then obviously his overall play, not just tonight, but throughout the season.
Yeah, it was a set piece goal, free kick. He's left-footed, and I feel like it was a good distance out. It was not easily bent in, but the goalkeeper got beat at the near post. We usually have some runs in the box and some runs around the ball to distract the goalkeeper a little bit and make sure they have things to think about. But Anderson took it. Amazing strike. And, I thought the goalkeeper was super close to it, but it had too much pace. It was a great goal. And Anderson has continued to get better. It's great to see he's now really developing great relationships with both Hatta and Gino, because we flip those two. Sometimes they're on the right. Hatta can be on the right or the left. Gino can be on the right or the left. So all those little rotations you see Anderson finding those pockets and rotating with the attacking mid and the winger. And actually, he's so dangerous when he gets up a little bit higher because he's pacey. He's got a great left foot. And he makes that little run between the outside back and the center back, and he's tough to catch. If he gets a yard and we slip a ball around the corner or through that gap, it's dangerous. So he continues to get better and better.
Anybody got anything else?
Just one quick question. The halftime sub with Gideon coming in, was that a tactical, or was Andres hurt or anything? Or?
Andreas couldn't go on. He was nursing a little something going into this game. Nothing serious, but he was smart. So I thought Gideon actually came in and was fantastic. We didn't miss a beat with Gids going in there. He was so comfortable, so calm on the ball, made some great decisions, both sides of the ball, attacking, defending, playing out of the back. So, I was really proud of Gideon to come in, big game, and just was excellent tonight. Really, really good.
Coach, I think we're all good.
Okay. All right.
Thanks, Coach. Congrats.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Right. And then Yannick's going to come on now.
Hey guys, how's it going?
It's going. So 4-0 win. All things considered, a pretty dominant performance from you guys. Just walk us through defensively on from your side of things, what you saw with the Temple attack, and then the pressure that they put on in the first half. Just how about how did you guys go about breaking that?
So we started off the first half pretty well. We pressed them high, and they didn't really find an outlet. And yeah, we lost our grip a little bit halfway through the first half. But still, us defending lower, we still did a good job of keeping him away from goal. I don't even count that missed cross as a shot on goal. So I don't even think that they had a shot on goal the first half, and that just speaks of our defensive shape right now. And the overall chemistry of the team. It's just been a pleasure to play because everyone is invested into defending, and everyone is just ready to defend for 15, 20 minutes. If we're not having a grip on the game, it's not a problem anymore. We defend, and it's totally fine.
How challenging was it for you to be away for a couple of matches, and how glad are you to be back in the net?
I'm very happy to be back. Matt did a great job at substituting for me. I don't think they missed a lot, but at the same time, I think I have stuff that I can bring to the game that can make a difference at some point. And I'm very, very happy to be back with this team. As I said, it's a pleasure to play right now. Everyone is on one page. The team chemistry is here. And it was very hard to watch them from home play these games.
Get a sense after that SMU win, that big rivalry win on the road, beating them, that this team now has a bit of a confidence that maybe you didn't have early in the season here, and maybe that swagger you've had in years past is back here moving forward?
Definitely. I think we had a very tough start into this season. We had a lot of young new starters, and we needed to get that chemistry going. And I think we improved from game to game. And at SMU, we really saw that we have something together, and we have that team chemistry, and we can compete on a level that we haven't been on in the beginning of the season. And I honestly think that in the past years, yes, we had that swagger, as you call it, but in the moment, I think as a team, we're the best we've ever been.
Now, with this performance, back-to-back shutouts for you. Defense has been playing incredibly well.
Mm-hmm.
Just talk to me about how it's been. You've kind of fell back into it so seamlessly coming back from missing the games. Is it just confidence wise, or is it just kind of the way the team is playing that has helped?
Honestly, it is a lot. The attitude towards defending and as a team, the decision to work hard in the moments that most teams switch off. It's something that we worked on in the past weeks, and it's very cohesive out there. And I'm happy to be back in this environment. And honestly, the guys made it extremely easy for me to get back into this. It's been really good, really easy transition.
The team's playing its best soccer right now, but can you see things that can be addressed that will make you even better than where you are after this match?
Yeah, I think no team is ever perfect. We still have certain things where we lose the grip to our game. We lose control of the game, and our ambition is to have control over the game 100%. Obviously, that is not going to happen, but at the same time, we found a way of dealing with these phases where we're not in control, and today I think was a perfect example for that. We went into halftime with them having a high in the game and us losing a little bit of that grip, and then we come back out and we have that grip again, and we make a decision to take that game again and make it our game. And I think if we continue to get better at this, it's going to be very hard to stop us.
What's it like from your perspective with this offense so wide open? You've been involved. I've seen you last year win matches with your passing and game-winning assists. It's such a wide open offense, and yet there's that risk because of the counterattack. From your perspective, what is it like to be a part of that? And even Coach has mentioned that you're a big key in that because you helped set up the offense right away and go fast. So what's it like from your perspective to be a part of this system offensively?
Honestly, it's amazing. From the beginning when I joined UCF, I was very happy about the way we play because it's a more you try to play, we play out of the back, we try to build whenever possible. But then at the same time, my wingers are always ready for me to loop a ball over the whole field, and they're ready for that, and it's been a weapon. And for teams defending that, it can be very, very hard because when you push up numbers high and you press high, your back line needs to be high and connected as well. And as soon as you play one or two balls over their heads, they get really scared of that ball and they drop deeper. And I think in the second half today, you saw after I had that one long ball that led to a penalty kick for us, the back line didn't step up that high anymore, and we could find space in between the midfield line and the back line, and that helped us get out of pressure situations. And it's going to be very hard to defend that at some point. Yeah.
Rivalry game next, avenging a loss perhaps. How much different is this team now than it was a couple of weeks ago? And is there anything from that match that you can take into this next one?
I think this is an interesting season because of the fact that we play everyone twice, and we've seen that teams have developed in a matter of weeks since we play them first, and then we play a second leg basically. And I think that we improve weekly, but at the same time I expect USF to be improved and very prepared for us. I have to agree with Coach that we did a lot of things right in the first game, but at the same time, we can be better defensively and we can be more dangerous offensively. We have to use our chances, and we did so in the past weeks, and I hope we can continue to do so in the next week.
Good deal.
All right.
Thank you.
Is that it? Perfect. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you. Congrats.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys. And Hatta's coming on now. Where'd Jeff go?
I ask that question every week, so I mean, I think he had some computer issues.
Hey guys.
Bien fait, Hatta. 2 goals. I mean, you've been finding your form as of late. Talk to me about what's been working for you throughout these last couple games.
So it has been an incredible game for me and for the team. So it all comes from the training as well. So we train hard, and I was just the end of the project, just the 2 goals because of my teammates, and like I said, I was just the end of the project. So it was a great performance for me and everything. Everybody.
Take us through the first goal tonight, your chemistry with Gino. Talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, Gino and I get along each other so well. So even like we call it the connection between ugliest people. That's our thing. And so yeah, so he found me last week against SMU, and then again he found me again, and that's amazing. I hope we're gonna keep going like that.
Talk about you being one of the veterans and the leaders. You know, you've been through it with this team. You had a slow start, but it seems like this team has turned it around after that SMU win, which is a big rivalry win. Do you get a sense now that you're all kind of now are on the same page, clicking here, and your best soccer here is now starting to kind of where you thought you would be at the beginning of the year?
So yeah, it's getting better for everybody. Sorry, I don't know what to say, but I don't know. Like since Memphis, we got like I would say a switch, and like I said, it all comes from training, the hard work, and the hard performance on the training. So we play as we train, and I keep going like that.
Sorry, just from a confidence standpoint for you, just seeing the ball go in the back of the net, you know, Coach was just talking a bit ago about how he's so happy that all the hard work you have put in on the training ground has turned into goals. But what does that mean for you? You know, just seeing the ball go in the back of the net, you know, 3 times in the last 2 games now.
So it means a lot. It means a lot. I'm so grateful from the coaches, from my teammates, and yeah.
What was your favorite of the goals tonight?
My favorite goals was, I would say, the first one, because it came from Gino, and like I said, we get along each other. So that was my favorite, the first one.
What did it mean to you when you got honored by the conference as the player of the week after your performance against SMU?
To be honest, I do not like see things like that. I just stay focused on my game, and the awards, it's the award. Like, the truth is on the field, only on the field. Everything on the social media and stuff, I won't say I don't care, but I do not really, I don't know how to say it. Sorry, English is my second language, so.
Talk about Anderson's goal. How much was it enjoyable for you to watch?
Oh, that was amazing. That was his first goal of the season. That was a like really, really good ball. And I didn't expect him to score this one. And he's my teammate, so I'm happy for him.
So you go on the road now, big one on the road against your rivals there in Tampa. What's going to be the keys there? You played them already. What's going to be the keys there to be successful there?
So the key to be successful is to keep going and train as hard as we can. We train as we perform on the weekend. So we're gonna keep going, and yeah, it's a big rival, and we cannot lose. We already lost 2 weeks ago. Now we have to win it. The war on I-4.
And you said that you were focused on improving your performance. What do you need to do to up your game more?
So I would say make better decision. There is sometimes that I felt I didn't make the good decision. So I would say that better decision, more awareness in some situation, and we could be more dangerous than we are.
Good deal. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Great
Thank you.
performance.
Congrats.
Good luck next week.
Great job.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Good stuff.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Kenny.
Ken.
Great stuff, man. Appreciate it.
Yep, no problem.
See ya.